Welcome back to these YouTube videos with top 5 guns in Call of Duty mode. Starting off with some honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is going to be the MW11. This is a secondary, so like I'm not consider it as a gun, but still this got a major buff. So basically it went from 26, 20, 17, 16, all the way from 35, 26, 30, and 17. This is a huge damage, but it's also a huge range. So basically kind of like a 5-shot secondary, so if you don't have this equipped, highly recommend you equip it as your secondary. Another honorable mention is the PP19. This is great for new beginners. The recoil is really low, really easy to control. Only thing it lacks at is basically the damage range. Like once you're dealing with long range, the damage basically starts decreasing. So it's kind of useless at long range, but if you make a high ADS build, this gun is pretty good at close range considering its 1-second reload time. Another honorable mention would be the Fenex. This gun is really good at close range. This build has no vertical recoil control at all. Also the hip fire is really good, does dominate at close range. It's kind of bad at mid range to long range, but since all other SMGs got nerf, this one's probably one of the SMGs you should be using. Another honorable mention will be a DLQ. This recently did get a buff from 135 to 150. Also, it is a guaranteed one shot. This gun is great for everyone, for beginners and for tryhards as well. Another honorable mention will be like HVK. This gun may surprise you a bit considering it is really underrated and not used in regular, but still with the large caliber ammo, this gun is really good. It's around a 5-shot and 28 damage per shot, so this gun is pretty good, so do give it a try and rig if you want. Another honorable mention will be the DRH. This gun is incredibly good with its free shot capacity. It is good at close range, mid range, and long range as well. The recoil, there's no recoil at all, only if it's ADS bullet spread. This gun is basically good for everyone, so basically if you're a beginner, try this gun in rank, and it is a free shot, really good, so yeah. The ASM is extremely similar to a DRH with its free shot capacity, except this gun just has a bit more vertical recoil and it kicks higher than DRH, but still it is incredibly good. Mobility is a little bit better than the DRH, but the stats are really similar, so do give this gun a try as well. A really underrated gun in Season 10 will be the ASL, since this gun did get a lot of nerfs here and there. Basically, this gun is more of an SMG and used at close range with its really good hip fire as well. The recoil is pretty bad, so use this gun at close range. It's more of an SMG than ARs. Our final honorable mention is going to be QQ9. This is probably going to be your best option for the SMG considering that the MX9 got nerfed. So basically this gun is really good. Only thing it lacks is a screen shake. So definitely recommend a really good ADS bullet spread loadout. So also this gun is used in competitive a lot. So this gun is pretty good. Number 5 spot, we have the CBR4. This is a new SMG. It has really good fire and damage, extremely similar to PP19. Here's our 1.5 seconds to reload. Anything it lacks that is the range, also the vertical recoil as well. So coming at the number 4 spot, we have the SKS and a CR56 AMAX with the MP7 attachment. Basically, I decided to put these two same guns on the number 4 spot because they're extremely similar. They both are a 2-tap weapon. Both are really good semi-auto fire, whatever you want to call it. And also, the recoil of these guns are both really good. It's not like there's too much of a difference, so basically these are really broken if you can manage to control recoil, considering that this does kick pretty high, so this gun is pretty good, so try it out before it gets nerfed. Moving on, we have the CR56 AMAX with the MP7 attachment. This is extremely similar to SKS as well, so here's a loadout. Coming in at number 3 spot, we have the Holger. This gun didn't really get a nerf, but still it's not the top 2 anymore. It does get outgunned by other guns on this list, but still it's a really strong weapon. If we have multiple tools on it, it's really versatile. Use that close range, also mid range. The recoil is basically no recoil. Anything the gun lacks at is the ADS bullet spread, so yes. Number 2 was a really hard decision, but it was a Type 25. This is the most broken AR except for number 1 on the list. The vertical recoil got a buff. There's barely any recoil if you have the right build. Also fire rate did get increased. Reload time also can increase. For example, right here, damage 25, 23, 20, 19, 16. Now get buffed to 28, 24, 21, 19, 16. This has a major advantage in close quarter combat. This is basically really broken in close quarter combat. It's basically just a 4-kill assault rifle at this point. So combo basically just buffed it way too much. So our number 1 spot with best gun, we have the M13. This gun has an extremely fast time to kill. Also has a really high fire rate as well. This is usable at any range. With all the other guns nerfs, small nerfs here and there, this gun does take the number 1 spot. The only thing the recoil this has basically all you have to do is drag down and control the recoil. So it's really controllable. This gun's basically broken. Everyone's using it. The bots are using it. The pros are using it. So yes, this gun is broken. So try this out in rank and it'll definitely help you level up and get you to legendary. That's all for today's video. If you guys enjoy, subscribe.